I want restaurants to be aware when this company approaches them, and I'll tell you why. Because we have a guy here called Robert McNulty, the Start Cycle company guy. Starts a company, takes money, starts the next company, takes the money, starts the next company, takes the money, starts the next company. That's what he's known for. He's done that all his life. And he's had many, many run-ins with the law, right? He was just recently exposed by one of his former workers, right? We saw that out there. Now, restaurant owners, listen up. This guy here has signed up thousands of drivers over the last few years for TRYP rides, right? A rideshare company. Never delivered, took all their money. These people started getting angry. They started getting upset, right? And they were leaving left, right, and center. He had a few loyalists staying on board, right? But he kept on signing up and he kept on using multi-level marketing Ponzi schemes to sign up people, right? You as a restaurant owner are being sucked into that same MLM Ponzi scheme. So really, really listen up and be aware. He hasn't delivered shit in 3 years, nothing. People are not making money. In fact, his son is shown on video saying these drivers cannot get their money back. They can't initiate chargebacks, cannot get the money back because it's over the 6-month mark. We have their money. This is who you are dealing with, restaurant owners. So I have the database as well of these. I think there's over 1 million restaurants, right? I've done a campaign with restaurants in the past as well, a marketing campaign. I will make these individuals aware, restaurant owners, restaurant managers aware of who is coming their way and forewarn them. Now, McNulty found another little lamb, right, in the name of David Track. David Track now is the new Senior Vice President of Growth and Strategy. But watch this. At the bottom here, it says he started a new job at Track Companies. What is Track Companies, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's look at it. Track Companies is a technology company specializing in social networking, affiliate marketing, ad server technology, and software development for the MLM, the multi-level marketing network marketing industry. Now, for all of those deniers that said, hey, this is not an MLM, this is not a Ponzi scheme, there it is, black and white. And who is their new little leader? This new little lamb here, David Track, who's going to be swallowed up, chewed up, and he's going to be spat out. He's going to learn a big lesson, and he's going to find out how McNulty rolls, right? He is a bullshitter, and he must not come within a 2 feet radius of my persona. I can tell you that. He must never enter 2 feet around me, because he's going to get a good South African puss clap for screwing over all of those drivers. His son as well is going to get a good, nice, flatty puss clap from this South African. Now, here we go. So the interesting thing is, so they're pushing this MLM. They've got this new guy on board who's going to quickly find out what TRYP deliveries is all about. Remember, 3 years of promises, TRYP rides, nothing materialized. They just took all your money. Now, restaurant owners, please beware. This is how they're going to try and reel you in.
The app, whoever signs them up, and then we'll provide trading for them. So this is kind of a very short summary of what we're going to do for the restaurants. But myself, and David Track, listen to that. 6, 7, 8 weeks, and we had nobody turn us down. In fact, almost everyone said, "How do I sign up immediately?"
All about me, myself.
You tell them there's no food markups and it's $2 to $3 pickup fee.
You know who you're dealing with.
It's that simple. And
now,
there's a big commission for you in that. So you guys can make money immediately by signing up restaurants.
You've never made money in 3 years. You haven't made a cent. Now he's come up with the next bullshit.
Get the activation fee. We pay you the following week. Next chart, please. Okay, so here's how it works. There's restaurant fees called an activation fee. The activation
Notice restaurants, you're being pulled in and sucked into the same activation fee as all of the drivers.
Okay, so what that means is, let's say you're a legacy driver, and legacy is 50 and 50.
It means shit if you're a legacy
driver.
driver.
You're going to get 50 and 15 of $99. So it's significant. It's about a $65 commission, and that's paid the following weeks. Just think about it. If you signed up
the following weeks, it's going to be paid the following weeks. Weeks? How many weeks?
What kind of commissions make
right?
immediately signing up restaurants, which you mean you're in position to own or be the lead of that restaurant.
So now you've got all these promises, right? And you guys are suckers for punishment if you go out again. Once bitten, twice shy. Remember that. If you keep on supporting a bullshitter and you're going out and your money was taken and you had nothing delivered in 3 years and you go for this, you are a sucker for punishment. Let me tell you again, you who signed up on TRYP and is following the pipe dream, hoping you're going to get $1 out the other side, you are a sucker for punishment. You have not learned your lesson, right? You should have learned your lesson in the first round. Now you're going to go out and take this money from restaurants. All I can say is restaurants, look up this guy, look up his history. He has taken from thousands and thousands and thousands of drivers. He has delivered shit, nothing, zero, right? And here's the other thing. My good friend, right? My good friend who is the Deputy Attorney General, his name is Robert McKim in LA. I have personally asked him, right, to look into TRYP, the whole thing from beginning to end, right? Just like Javier Becerra took on Uber and Lyft. And I have asked Deputy Attorney General Robert McKim to get Javier Becerra to investigate this multi-level marketing scheme. And I have handed over all those videos, all that evidence that other gentleman, those two gentlemen provided when they left, right? There was such significant incriminating evidence against this guy on how they operate, especially his son, on camera saying, hey, we have their money. They cannot get their money because the chargeback rules do not apply after 6 months. So we have their cash. And now they're going to do the same to restaurants. Shame on McNulty. But I know who McNulty is. Look, you're going to go around there. You're going to bullshit people like you've done all your life. Eventually, all your cards come crumbling down. He's a master bullshitter. So he'll weasel out of this one. He'll try to weasel out of this lawsuit. He's been sued before. He's been sued again. But eventually, you come up against the big boys. The big boys like Javier Becerra. Shut your ass down, right? And here, this clown here walking around in Laguna Beach, right? When all came crumbling down, he's trying to rescue his ship, his sinking ship, right? And he's making videos there in his garden, and putting on the fake tears. You got to stay on board. You got to keep on drinking the juice. You got to keep on drinking the Kool-Aid. Now we're reinventing ourselves as trip deliverers. I'm telling you right now, you may not like this. You may not like my language, but you are suckers for punishment if you go out again for another 1 or 2 years and start hustling up restaurants, with the hope that they will get pulled out of a scenario, right? Uber and Lyft is already sucking the blood out of these restaurants. If you want to help a restaurant, go and support it by picking up locally. Go down there locally and do a drive pickup, right? But by doing this, by signing up restaurants and taking more money away from the restaurants that they already don't have, right? You are just furthering his agenda and his son's agenda. They cut out of the same stone, like father, like son. The son has learned from the master bullshitter. The son is in Santa Monica. And when I catch this kid in Santa Monica, all I can say, buddy, Junior McNulty, don't be 2 feet around me, right? Because you have screwed many, many, many people, my brothers and sisters, over. And I don't take that lightly, right? And I'm going to make my darndest through Javier Becerra and Deputy Attorney General to expose these people for who they are. And I want restaurant owners to be aware, right? And just as this guy here, what's his name? This fool here, where is he? Here, David Track, right? Using your multi-level marketing software to con more people out of money, right? This little lamb is also going to be chewed up and spat out, right? Because he is now part of their scheme, right? So I will ask them to also investigate this guy. I'm going to pull favors, my friend. I don't care. This guy is trash. He's trailer trash. He's collected. He ducks, he dives, he weasels, he goes down a burrow, he goes down through that dark tunnel, he comes out here. He's a master bullshitter all his life. He needs a good puss clap, and he needs to wake up because we're coming after him.